2022 NBA draft prospect Shaedon Sharpe doesn't lack confidence. Recently, he said he views himself as one of the greatest players to ever play the game of basketball. Can he live up to his own hype? Sharpe isn't the first NBA prospect to make a bold claim like that, nor will he be the last. In fact, he's not even the only guy in this draft class that has been publicly confident in their own abilities.
Best player in the NBA, in your opinion?
Myself in 2 months.
Honestly, you can't knock any prospect for being overconfident. In Sharpe's case, however, it's a bit harder to read because he is a man of mystery. Hailing from London, Ontario, Canada, Sharpe was unranked as a prospect for the majority of his time in high school. As a sophomore, he left his hometown for Kansas to attend Sunrise Christian Academy, but barely had any playing time. The summer after his first season in Kansas, Sharpe started to make some noise while playing for Team Canada at the Under-16 Americas Championship in Brazil, averaging 13 points, almost 4 rebounds, and 2 assists, helping Canada to a silver medal in the competition. Following the U16 tournament, Sharpe's stock continued to rise, as he made another move to Glendale, Arizona, transferring to Dream City Christian School for his junior year in 2020. There he saw more opportunity than when he was in Kansas, and thanks to some impressive performances in the Grind Session tournament and later in Nike's EYBL circuit, Sharpe's abilities began to garner more attention. He faced some impressive competition in the EYBL and averaged almost 23 points, nearly 6 rebounds, and 2.8 assists in 12 games for UPlay Canada. Just like that, Sharpe became the #1 player in his class. By that point, the college offers poured in, and Sharpe committed to the University of Kentucky a year early in hopes of playing for the Wildcats in the 2022-2023 season. But that didn't happen. Sharpe redshirted all through the 2021-2022 season, and in April, declared for the NBA draft. He's not the first high-level prospect to effectively skip past the NCAA en route to the pros. James Wiseman played in 3 games at the University of Memphis before declaring for the 2020 draft, being selected 2nd overall by the Warriors. In 2011, Kyrie Irving only played 11 games for Duke before going #1 overall to the Cavaliers. But both Wiseman and Irving had extensive film dating back to when they were in high school, and at the very least had some college tape to look at. Sharpe has 0 college tape, and very little to assess from his high school days. His meteoric rise, mixed with the lack of actual game footage, is what raises eyebrows amongst NBA scouts. But in the limited footage available, there is no question about just how talented he is. When asked who he compares his game to, Sharpe's answer has been consistent: either Devin Booker or Bradley Beal. He's not far off in his assessment either. I guess self-awareness is another thing Sharpe can add to his resume. Like Beal or Booker, Sharpe has a silky smooth jumper that he can get to in tight spots. At 6'6", 200 pounds, he possesses the frame and ability to rise up over his defenders to take and make some tough contested jumpers.
Sharpe, step back.
Oh, this is some interest. Watch out here. Look at the handles. He's showing it all. He's showing it all. Shaedon Sharpe.
He is, by all accounts, a natural 3-level scorer. What separates his abilities offensively from that of Beal or Booker, though, is that he is also a hyper athlete.
Both teams still feeling each other. Follow-up tap try missed by Wright. Here's Traore, the ball, and a slam!
To put into perspective just how insane his jumping ability is, rumor has it that he recorded a 49-inch vertical leap, which would top Michael Jordan's NBA record of 48 inches. Now, it's a rumor for a reason. The Pacers reportedly denied that Sharpe did anything like that in their own workout with them, but 49, 48, 45, who cares? The dude can absolutely jump out of the gym.
Basketball fan is going to be happy.
Oh my goodness. Shaedon Sharpe.
And you see him coming from behind.
Offensively, there is so much to be enamored about. He is a marksman shooter with the ability to get to the rim at will and navigate the pick and roll to find his own shots as well. And while he's probably never going to be a primary initiator on offense, he's a good enough passer, especially in transition. He has great court vision, and if that's harnessed at a professional level, it can become a real tangible skill. The defense, however, even in the little footage we have, leaves a lot to be desired. Sharpe is often caught sleeping on defense. He doesn't necessarily exert the most effort on that end either. And for a guy with not a lot of footage, it's pretty damning that you can very clearly point out he checks out on defense. This isn't a complete indictment on his defensive potential though. After all, he is a gifted athlete with the physical tools that should, in theory, make him a net neutral defender at the very least at the next level if developed correctly. In fact, that's probably the best way to look at Sharpe. A mystery box with a lot of raw talent and athleticism that, if harnessed right, can live up to his superstar potential. But teams would be silly to pass up on him because he does have the potential to live up to the hype. If he lands in the right spot that can nurture him, be patient with the 19-year-old phenom, and give him the best opportunity to develop, then the sky is the limit. But if he ends up somewhere that doesn't rein in his weaknesses and doesn't provide him ample opportunities to fail and learn via trial and error, then he may never get to be, as he put it, one of the best players to ever play the game. In a lot of ways, the Sharpe dilemma is the beauty of the NBA draft. Teams can opt for the safer, more reliable choices, relying on scouting and tape to determine who is the most logical selection. Or they can draft the mystery box that is Sharpe and hope they can mold him into a star. It's all in the eyes of the beholder. So, what do you think? Do you believe in the Sharpe hype? Let us know in the comments. And as always, we'll see you next time.